30 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna call the meeting
Hold it
to
30 seconds.
I didn't say 30 seconds.
It sounded like you pressed record, but we had 30 seconds left.
We also record it, just in case the stream fails, we can still upload it.
Good.
I just thought you were nice and gave a 30-second warning. I didn't know like you actually had a 30-second wait.
Yeah, it's sometimes longer,
Like tonight.
like tonight, yeah. Okay, we're good.
All right, I'll call the meeting to order of the City of Kearney Park and Tree Board for Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. Eric, have you taken roll?
I have. Everyone is present except Ally Jorn.
Has everyone had a chance to read the minutes? Any questions?
Hold it. On item 3, I need to amend the agenda, but I would need a motion for you to amend the agenda, please.
Okay. What do you need to amend?
I need to add, under public request and presentations, Dan Colt called and asked if he could be placed on the agenda.
I see him snuck in.
Would someone like to motion to add Dan Colt to the agenda?
I move that we add Dan Colt to the agenda tonight. I'll second that.
All in favor? Motion carries. Has everyone had a chance to read the minutes? Any questions? Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the February 22nd meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Public requests and petitions. Dan Colt.
Dan, if you would, come up to the podium, please.
First up?
Yeah.
I think you're it.
And state your name and address for the record, please.
How you guys doing? Dan Colt, 17910 C Highway, Trimble, Missouri, 64492.
Thank you.
Coming in front of you guys because the Jesse James Festival would like permission to use your park on June 29th, which is a Saturday, for a demolition derby, for a fundraiser for our organization to help us out going forward with the festival.
Are you driving?
No. Are you?
Nope. I almost did once.
Are you still planning to do another derby in September?
Yes.
Okay. So this would be an additional
It'll be an
derby.
additional.
Oh, I thought you were just moving this one. Okay.
No, it'll be additional.
Are you
But
using
we've
the
been
same?
fortunate that our derby is very popular with the derby drivers. They've requested that we should do another one.
Are you using the same company?
And
That's,
we're gonna have
yeah.
the same.
It'll just be a
promoter.
blueprint.
Everything's gonna be the same.
Okay. Any questions? Concerns?
No, he does a fantastic job.
What time?
Out there.
What time will you be coming out there? Will you be coming out there on Friday? Or will you be coming out on if approved? When would you arrive and when would things be?
We would probably be out there the week prior, off and on, to get things ready, move bleachers. We'll have to move bleachers from the rodeo arena down there. We'll have to till the track, the derby track, get it ready. So there'll be several days beforehand that we'll be out there. But we'll be down at the derby track and the rodeo arena, moving bleachers just in that area.
Dan, have you been down there to look at the fence? How's the fencing on that? It's still in good shape?
Yes, we just put new fencing in a couple of years ago.
Do we have some preliminary concert scheduling going on? Like, is this gonna work in with kind of what you're
Yeah, we won't have
thinking?
anything that week.
Yeah,
Okay,
I brought up the calendar and we don't have a concert on the 29th of June.
okay. All right, would someone like to make,
I will say, just to let Dan know, this would go again to the Board of Aldermen for final approval. This is just a recommending body, but the fee for the one-day event is $400 based on our fee schedule, and insurance is going to be the Missouri Sovereign Immunity limits. So it's not the 2 million this year, it's Missouri Sovereign Immunity limits.
Which is three.
Three,
Yeah.
something like
But
that.
the problem
3,
is you may not be able to get 3, your insurance company may force you to go to 4.
Here's the
That's
thing,
what
the
somebody
school, it depends on, I would check with your insurance agent naturally, but the school, we did the fun run for them, and we got the school's insurance certificate of insurance, and theirs is a $3.5 million policy.
Oh, good.
I believe we had last year with the festival, we had a 3-3. I remember right.
So, it's 3,370 for 24.
So whatever the Missouri Sovereign Immunity limits are, and the insurance, your insurance agent, well, Julie would know if you do that, but that's what the insurance stipulations are, and the fee for the use for that one day is $400.
I understand that.
Ticket prices stay the same?
Yes.
Is that it?
I don't have any other comments, unless you all do.
Well, I'd like to make a motion to allow Jesse James Festival to use Jesse James Park on June 29th for demolition derby.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Park updates.
You're good. I
Job,
thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
That'd be great.
Appreciate it.
think it's
man.
great for the community.
Thank you.
In and out, 5 minutes.
Just to let you know, the bathrooms, water, and irrigation systems have yet to be turned on due to the continued freezing temperatures. We're really not worried about a one-day freeze. We're worried about consecutive days freezing and having bathrooms open and pipes freezing. So hopefully next week, Ryan was just looking at the
Yeah, it's looking
forecast.
like Thursday, probably Thursday or Friday of next week, we're gonna get out of this constant freezing overnight cycle. Because it's gonna start up again like Friday of this week, and it's gonna be cold for a few days.
So they've been fixed though?
The ones out at, the pickleball courts are open, yeah, they've been
Oh,
fixed.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got all the heating stuff and everything's good, so.
But we're
pipes
talking-
put them back together.
Lions Park,
You're talking all
Mac
around.
Porter
Yeah.
Park, the concession stand out at Jesse James, our bathroom at the amphitheater. We will watch the hydrants on the trail at Glenside and 19th Street because those don't drain down. And if we get a cold snap, it'll bust that pipe, and then we're really gonna have a mess. So we turn those on even later, once we know those are gonna be okay, because we don't need those to freeze.
So maybe a couple weeks
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
after Easter.
Also, with the budget being approved, we are doing bids for our upcoming capital outlay projects. One is for the roof out at Mac Porter Park, the old concession building. We're gonna get some bids for that. Our field drag will be 2 separate bids. There's really not an apples to apples because they're different companies, so they're not the same, but I'll get bids on what I can for that. And then today we had a meeting over in Platte City with Platte City Parks and Rec and Smithville, because we play together in our summer leagues. And after we were done, we stopped by Smithville and toured their playground surfacing. It's similar to pour and in place. They don't call it that for what they have, but it's still a rubberized surface for wheelchair, handicap accessibility and things of that nature. And I got some info from their company that they used. And so I'll be sending out bids to the companies that we have been in contact with at our the national convention and then at the state convention and get some bids so we can have that project ready to go come fall season after, the play season is over. And we'll have to close that playground down actually at Lions Park, but that's one project I know I'm thrilled about getting completed. It'll be wonderful. We did talk to Matt. What did he say, 15 years is what they thought that surface over
Yeah,
there
and
is?
that's what the guys at the convention told us too, around
Yeah.
15 years.
So,
And you remove the mulch and you just pour this stuff in?
yeah,
Isn't it
what
20?
Smithville did is they had a company, they did the bid where they came in and took out the mulch and the big wood timber borders and did that all themselves. That way, if something was hit, it's a playground company where they could make the repairs. And that's what we are going to do, is do a turnkey job, remove the mulch. They put it in our trucks, that's great. We can use it at our other facilities that we still have playground mulch on. What we can anyway. And then they come in and put base rock and the bottom surface and then the top playground surface. So it'll all be level, no dips in the playground surfacing, and be great for toddlers all the way up to the elderly that want to go out and watch grandkids and things like
Do they
that.
have to put drainage in or something, or do they just slope it?
No,
to-
there is under drainage in there, and right now there's under drainage in this one, and it's connected to the pipe from behind the bathroom, from the water coming off of the grass, goes in there underneath the playground surfacing and into Beer Creek.
Mhm.
So, but they take care of all the under drainage, the rock. It's a full bid renovation, and they do it all the time. So more and more people, we talked to a lot of people down at the conference that they're getting away from the surface to make it a surface for all use.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Fantastic.
we are about ready to fire up on mowing, but Ray's been out trimming trees all over all of the parks, including the trail off the South Campus Trail. We use this not only for the patrons, but it helps us in our Tree City USA application, but it needs to be done, especially for the walkers with the overhanging branches and bicyclists and things of that nature. So that's all going on right now, getting ready for the spring rush in the park. So
All right, is that it for your park updates?
that's all I have, unless you guys have any further questions or comments.
Youth sports.
Ryan?
Yeah, spring sports are right around the corner. We're gonna start practicing in April. Currently, we have 876 participants as of tonight. So that's about 9% of our population, which is pretty cool.
Those are Kearney kids.
Kearney people, yeah.
Mhm.
So that also includes pickleball, which is all adults. But we have 300 in soccer, 300 in pickleball, like 120 in t-ball, 100 in baseball, 87 in softball. So numbers are up in every division. Yeah, great. It's going to be great.
How's your grant money holding out
Our grant money.
for kids?
The
Scholarship.
money. We're good right now. We're doing good. Yeah.
You want to tell them, with the scholarship money for the youth, what we're going to be doing too is, I spoke with Greg Gillahan, and we're going to be setting up a pickleball tournament out there. And funds that we raise for that, it's going to be a fundraiser for Parks and Rec. And those funds we're going to dedicate for our senior citizens trips that the city has been subsidizing and it hurts our overall budget and things of that nature. And we want to do this because we're really at the cap max for the seniors that go on these trips, and it's a great event. They get to go down, see a great play, have a great meal, ride on the comfort of a bus. It's their outing, and we don't want that program to go away. So we're going to be having a spring, it's not set yet, so I can't give you a date, but we're going to have a spring pickleball tournament and dedicate those funds to help subsidize our senior trip program.
Good idea.
That's a great idea, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I remember talking about the senior trips not too long ago.
Right,
How much is that per year again? I
Ryan?
don't remember, was that
I don't have
30,000?
that figure right now.
I remember having that conversation.
It's
Okay,
been a while since we've done budget.
yeah,
So,
okay.
but each one of those seniors pays a fee for the ticket, the bus, it's all inclusive. It's the one fee, and we can't go any higher, or they're just not gonna come, because they just, so that's what we're trying to do.
That's great.
Yeah,
Do you anticipate raising what you need from that tournament?
Probably.
Yeah, good.
Don't quote me on the exact number, but we're sitting at around a $3,000 shortfall, I believe.
Okay.
So I think we can, I think that's achievable.
Yeah.
All right, is that it for youth sports?
Yeah, everything's going good.
MPRA conference.
Ryan and I, at the beginning of the month, attended the MPRA conference in St. Charles. Touched on it just earlier. We visited some vendors, the John Deere vendor down there, even though we'll visit with our local John Deere vendor in Kansas City on field drag, and Toro was there. That's what I'm saying, that the two aren't the same, but they do the same thing, except Toro might have more attachments and things of that nature. But we're going to be getting, we visited with them. We visited naturally with a few of the companies that do the pour in place playground surfacing. And Ryan and I did some education sessions down there as well. So we were down there, it was a whole week conference. So we were out when we got back. So it was a good conference. So that's all I have on the MPRA conference.
All right, aquatic and rec center.
As you all know, you should have received flyers in the mail. The election is April 2nd. The city has sent out informational, fact-based material to these patrons within the city limits. We've also sent out information through Peach Jar that goes to the parents of the schools. We have the flyers that we visited with different groups, the senior citizens, the senior group at the senior center. We visited with the Lions Club here. Brian visited with Rotary. And then naturally, we will be having an advertisement come out this Thursday in the Courier Tribune. So that will be distributed to the people that get the newspaper, and actually just talking and trying to respond to people on social media, giving them facts and where there has been misinformation said to let them know. So
Have you talked to
and
Brian
what-
Watts?
Pardon me?
Have you talked to Brian Watts at the radio station?
I have not.
Yeah, we did.
Well, Mayor did the video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually two videos that
So you said you
are,
had everything but
Yeah.
that, so, okay.
on social media. And then we'll let the chips fall where they may and let the voters decide if they want this project to go forward. So, Brian, do you have anything to add on that?
I don't.
Okay.
All right, anybody have any comments from the board? Questions, concerns?
I do. I've seen an interesting article on the news the other night, and I thought I was going to talk to Eric about it, but I'll throw it out to all of you. Kansas City is doing a tree buyback program where they're getting rid of Bradford pear trees, replacing them, and they said they got a grant for that. Is there any way we can get a grant for that? I don't know if that's under our Tree City thing, I don't know where.
They've been
they got
doing
it.
that for a couple of years,
Yeah,
haven't
we'll
they?
check with DNR.
Yeah,
So,
From what
go ahead.
I'm not 100% sure, but from what I understand, there's a population criteria requirement.
is it?
I'm not sure we need it, but we'll definitely check
Yeah,
again.
well, it sounded like they were getting trees for free and then
Mhm,
encouraging people to cut down Bradford pears and replant
mhm.
a different tree. So I don't know if that's something we want to look into or do, or if it's not worth the hassle or what, but
No,
I just thought it was interesting.
writing it down.
That's all I got.
All right, anybody else? Any-
I would just say, I think the communication regarding the rec center has been good. I think the information is out there between the website and the flyer that came through and the town hall meetings and everything, and I'm blown away by people that still don't know the facts, but have quite a bit to say. But I think we've done a good job of communicating, so
Thank
that's
you.
good.
So, appreciate that.
All right, we need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second,
Second?
all in favor? Meeting adjourned.
Very good.
Short and sweet until the 20.